How do Amma, Amma wants to write you. Honestly, Amma. Now, so we have written private company ka definition. That's basically TR. Then we wrote about public company also in the notes. Okay. So books have reached Janagar. They have left from Janagar by I think in an hour they will reach here. So tomorrow for sure you'll get the bus. Now, the next definition, what I'm teaching you is morning people, we did not do all this, right? No. Okay. So now in India, how many kinds of companies are there? There are only two types of company. What are the two types? Private and public. Okay, when I talk about private and public, in a private company, how many minimum members are there? Public? Seven. And in a private maximum? Maximum is 200. Public it is 25. Now, the other type of company is basically company limited by shares, company limited by company limited by shares, company limited by guarantee. Now understand. The main two types are only public and private. Rest are the subtypes. Now, if it is a company limited by shares, or we say company which is not limited by shares. The company which is not limited by share is called as a guarantee company. Now imagine. Can you see Yasir's face, please? Thank you. Can you tell the face value of it? Tell me. Tell me. 10? Now, LUC has valued you at 10 in the morning when someone valued at 0.50%. Now, so the face value of one share is 10 rupees. Imagine Yasir has paid 6 rupees. Now, 4 rupees is still balance. Now, company is calling to Yasir. Have you heard that share first call, second call, final call? Remember all that concept? Now, when company is calling you to pay the money, okay? So please pay, Yasir, please pay. So company is calling him to pay 5 rupees. How much is the liability? But company is calling for 5 rupees. Is the call correct? No. Here, company can call because the call is not correct because the liability is limited. The liability is limited to the extent of unpaid amount on shares. To the extent of unpaid amount on share. So the liability is limited to the extent of unpaid amount on shares. Now imagine if he had paid entire 10 rupee. 10 rupee was the face value. He had paid entire 10 rupee. Is there any liability of Yasir? No. No. Because the liability is complete, he has paid the entire 10 rupees. Now, when we talk about guarantee company, imagine AB has given guarantee of 1 lakh. Yasir has given a guarantee of 2 lakh. Imagine Shafiq has given guarantee of 3 lakh rupees. So company will call AB and AB will be liable to pay how much money? 1 lakh. 1 lakh. Babu calling. Tell her 8:30, please come. Pick up. Alarm. Oh, alarm. Company. Why are you fighting with me? Now, so company will call AB. AB would be liable to pay how much amount? Maximum 1. Yasir would be liable for maximum 2 lakhs. And Shafiq would be liable for maximum 4 lakhs. That means the liability is limited. The liability is limited to the extent of to the extent of guarantee given. To the extent of guarantee given. So in share wala company, we say liability is limited to the extent of unpaid amount on shares. In case of guarantee company, we say the liability is limited to the extent of guarantee given. Understood this much? So these are two subtypes of private and public. It can happen in private company also, it can happen in public company. Always remember the main two types of company are private and public. Understood this much? Now, the next concept is unlimited company. In India, 99% companies are limited companies. But 1-2% the company, I mean, people can form unlimited company also. When I say unlimited company, so the liability will be unlimited. Liability would be unlimited. Now, when I say unlimited means what? No limit. That means house, kidney, lungs, intestine, small intestine, large intestine, everything is at stake because the liability is unlimited. So if a company has taken a loan, which is an unlimited company, and they are unable to pay the loan, so whatever the assets of the companies are there, whatever the assets of the companies are there, everything is at stake. Okay. Whatever the personal assets of the shareholders are there, those are also at stake because the liability is unlimited. Now imagine we were first AB unlimited company. Now we converted to AB limited. Now when I say unlimited to limited, there were certain assets, there were certain liabilities, there were certain sue. You know sue? People do sue. Can company do sue? Yes. Can people do sue on company? Sue means what? My last case, I'm talking only about law. Okay, sue. Now, the question is, if imagine Yasir had done a sue on AB Unlimited company, is that sue over? I'm asking, is that sue over? No, it is still going on. Yeah, it is going on. Yeah, come on. It will be continued. It will be continued in the new year. See, only the constitution is changed of the company. The nature of the company is changed, but all the assets, rights, liabilities, obligation, legal cases, everything remains the same. Okay, only 1-2% in India people form unlimited companies because if you're forming unlimited company, it's better you form a proprietorship firm or a partnership firm. Why you want to get into companies? The benefit of Companies Act is having a limited company, I mean limited liability company, because the liability would be extended to the unpaid amount on shares. If you remember, there was a case called as Salo. I am not abusing you. There's a case. Solomon versus Solomon Company Limited. Remember this case? In foundation, you must have studied. Okay. The outsider can sue the company, not to the members directors. Okay. If uh, outsider want to see, he can sue only the company, not to the members or directors. They are never personal liability. So that means the directors can do anything in life. They can do wrong things also. The answer is no. In case if it is found that the directors are doing something wrong, so there's a curtain between the company and outsiders. It is called what? Corporate will. That corporate will be lifted. In English, it is called as LOCB, lifting of corporate will. Or else, what will happen? The judge will do a pierce and he will see what is happening there. Okay. It is called as piercing of corporate will. If some directors are doing wrong thing, okay. Okay, he will lift them up and they will be made personally liable. Generally, directors are never liable. Okay, only the company is liable for all the obligation, all the debts. But in case the corporate will is lifted, the director become personally liable. So all this was there in foundation. Now they have removed from the inter. In the old syllabus, it was there in inter also, the first chapter. But now they have removed everything. Okay. Point number 6 in our book is basically OPC. We'll be doing it in tomorrow's class because it's a very different and difficult concept. We're going to do tomorrow. Now I'm teaching you something called as association not for profit. Association not for profit. In English, it is also called as Section 8. Yasha Shikayat. Yeah. Non-profit organization. Yeah. We have fine. Huge profit. Super profit. Well, so. So, Section 8 companies is also a type of a company. Like even if you form a private company or a public company, then you can apply for Section 8. Now, what is this Section 8? For example, I want to do charity, which I'm already doing. Okay. So I want to incorporate a company, but the object of the company would be charity. Are Section 8 company allowed to make profit? Are Section 8 company allowed to make profit? Yes. They can earn profit. They can earn profit, but they cannot distribute the profit. Whatever profit they're earning, they have to apply in the objects of the company. Whatever the objects are, okay? They cannot distribute that profit as a dividend to the shareholders. Have you heard a word called as being human? Human being, no, being human. Okay, it is Salman Khan's NGO. Okay, it is a Section 8 company. It is a Section 8 company. So, being human, it is a company, but without the words limited or private limited. Because if you're a Section 8 company, you would require an exemption, a license. For that license, you will apply to CG. CG means what? Central government. You will apply to CG. CG means what? Central government. So central government will give you a benefit that you are a company, but without the words limited or private limited. Like Being Human is a public company. That's Being Human Limited. Now, because they have got license of Section 8 that they are doing charity, so the limited or private limited has been exempted. So now this license is given by whom? Central government. Now, if they are earning profit, which is allowed, but they distribute the profit, not allowed. So, if you are using the profit and distributing as a dividend, that means you have contravened, that means you have violated the condition of CG. So, CG will take away the license and the word private limited or limited, whatever it is, it may be added there. Who gives the license? CG. So, the object should be anything commerce, art, science, religion, charity, or any other useful object. You earn profit, but you cannot distribute the profit. Okay. Now, I'm asking you one question. It's just a common sense answer. You must have done this in your foundation. Can a firm become member of company? Firm by I mean partnership firm. Can a partnership firm become a member of a company? Yes or no? In the first half, I have taught you. How do you become a member? By buying shares. How many shares? Even one share if you buy. Okay. And then T plus 2 or T plus 1. Okay. Which ICI will clarify in the RTP. Okay. Right now in the model it is T plus 2 only. Practical is T plus 1. ICI will clarify in the RTP when RTP is out way back, I mean in March or April 24. Now, so I become the member by buying shares. Can a partnership firm become a member of a company? The answer is no. Understand, you have studied in foundation. Partners buy the share or partnership firm buy the share. Both means the same. There is no separate legal existence. So if partnership firm is buying the share, it will be registered not in the name of partnership firm, it will be registered in the partner ka name only. Because there is no separate legal entity in a partnership firm. A partnership firm cannot become a member of Section 8 company. Or it cannot become a member of a company. But can a partner become? Yes. In his individual capacity, he can buy the shares. Okay. Now, here there's an exception. A partnership firm can become member of Section 8 company. So this is a very important MCQ. Generally, partnership firm cannot become a member of company. But the exception is which company? Section 8 company. Which company? Section 8 company. Understood this much? Now see. The CG may grant license. My question is CG means what? The central government. Now, for example, what's your name? Yeah, yours. Yashwant. Okay. Now, Yashwant, if you want to buy a phone or a laptop or you want to treat your friends, can you go directly buy the phone from a store? No. Why? Money. Then who will give money? You will give money. No, no, if you are not earning now, at current situation, your parents, right? So, Yashwant wants to buy a phone. So he can't go and directly buy a phone. He will go to his father. That's called as Papa. But the problem is generally boys don't have a relation with Papa. If the Papa is in hall, we are in bedroom. If Papa is in bedroom, we are in kitchen. If Papa is in kitchen, we are in toilet. Okay. So we have one very good mascot with us. Yashman goes to Mummy. Mummy, 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 I need a new phone. But at the end, Mummy will not go and buy, right? So Mummy will give order, not a request. Order to Papa. Okay. So now what happened here? Same way, in a company, if company wants to do anything, they want to change the name of a company, they want to alter its MONAY, Mawawa. Yeah. So they want to alter Mawawa, they want to do anything in life. They will first give a request. They will give first request to a mummy. Mummy means basically ROC. Mummy means what? ROC. The final approval will come through MCA. MC is your papa. ROC means what? I can't hear you. Okay, what it is? Can you just pronounce what it people are saying? Can you just spell it for us? Spelling. Slow, slow, please. REGIST. STER. Is registrar. Registrar of companies. Registrar of companies. Registrar of companies. So ROC is basically is a person, an individual. Okay. For different states, they have different. They have appointed different ROCs. Like Maharashtra ka ROC is different. Like Bombay ka ROC is different. Pune ROC is different. Bombay, Nasik, few other places ka ROC is one. Delhi ka ROC is different. So I'll say one line. Just tell me whether I'm right or not. The registrar of companies register the company in the register of companies. Correct. What correct? I am saying correct things only. The registrar of companies, that means a person, register the company in a book called as Register of Companies. So always remember the registrar is a person. It's registrar of companies. Say trar, 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 registrar of companies. Now when is MCA? MCA here means basically Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Now, wherever you see the word CG basically means what? Now, central government means basically BJP, Modi ji, ruling party. Yeah. No, I am not here to teach you politics. Okay. Whenever you are reading companies, again, you see the word called as central government. Central government means a department of a central government which is handling Companies Act matters. Who is handling Companies Act matter? MCA, Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Understood? You will not write MCA in the exam. You will write CG only. But for your understanding, always remember CG means what? MCA. Understood this much? Now, so to have a license of Section A, that is not using the word limited or private limited, who will give the license? CG. Who will give the license? CG. So the CG may grant a license. If a company is formed for promoting commerce, art, science, three streams, commerce, art, science, then religion, charity, or any other objects. Company prohibits. Prohibit means allowed or not allowed? Payment of dividend to its member, but intends to apply its profits or other income in the promotion of the objects. Such companies are called as dash. Non-profit organization. If you forget, just remember Yashasha Cat. Okay. Now, these companies are registered without the word limited or limited. Now, a firm means which firm? Partnership firm may become a member of a company registered under this section. This section means can a partnership firm become a member of Section 8 company? Yes. Can a partnership firm become a member of a company? No. The only exception is Section 8. Now, so for Section 8 company, everything has to be done by CG. So if they want to alter anything, whose approval would be required? CG. Who gives them license? If they're contravening anything, who will take the license? So everything is done by CG. The company registered under Section 8 shall not alter the provision of SMAWA or AWA except with the approval of CG. CG means what? MCA, the department MCA. A company registered under Section 8 may also convert it itself into another company, like non-section they want to become or anything they want to become, only after complying with the prescribed condition. Those conditions are not in our syllabus. Okay. Now, penalty. If a company makes a default in complying with the provisions, then see the penalty. So company you are liable for 10 lakh rupees, maximum 1 crore rupees. Directors or officer, you are liable for 25,000 rupees, maximum 25 lakh rupees. Plus, if you have committed any fraud, what you have committed? Fraud. Then every officer shall be liable under section 447. So I'll be teaching you 447 in some other chapter because it's a penalty for fraud. So in the entire Companies Act, if company is doing a fraud, employee is doing a fraud, director is doing, auditor is doing, anybody who's connected with the company is doing a fraud, he will be liable under which section? 447. So if you see the word fraud, it is section 447. How much is the penalty on the company? 10 lakhs to 1 crore. Minimum is, maximum is 10 crore. On directors, the penalty is 25,000 to 25 lakhs. And in case if you have done fraud, you will be guilty under section. You will be guilty under section 447. Understood this much? This is one more definition. Section 8 comes. Now, The next very important definition what I'm teaching is small company. One second. Who's laughing? Buddha, no. Laughing person. Who's that guy? Who's you are the laughing guy? You. Okay. Sir has sent a chocolate for you. I mean, limit sir. You only. Oh. So please take it from. No, evening batch. Yes, sir. So I confirmed morning or evening. He said evening batch. So you're laughing, Buddha. No. Please laugh like humans. Because of this reason. No. So we have a whistle here. Sound problem. I pity the person you will marry. No. Small company. What do you mean by the word small? Small means short. Small. Is small. Is small. Okay. So it's a small company. Very important definition because it was amended. And amendment is not of this attempt. Okay. It came like two attempts prior. But ICA will be asking you because in May 23 also they had asked. I think in foundation also it came. Okay, it came. Because it was a big amendment. Now, small company is a type of a private. First understand, small company is a type of a small company is a type of a of which the paid up share capital should be less than or equal to 4 crores and the turnover should be less than or equal to 40 crores. Small company is a type of a private company having paid up share capital of less than or equal to 4 crores and turnover of less than or equal to 40 crores. Now, when I say less than or equal to, minimum or maximum? Mini or maxi? This is max. Turnover less than or equal to 40 crores. Mini or maxi? This is max 40 crores. My question is the paid up capital is less than or equal to 4 crores. It should be 4 crores. It can be up to 4 crores. It can be up to 4 crores. Same for turnover. It should be 40 or it can be up to 40. It can be up to 40. Now, small company is a type of a private company having paid up share capital of less than or equal to 4 crores. And turnover should be less than or equal to. If you fall in this limit, you will be which company? Small company. If you do not fall in this limit, you will be big company. There is no big company. But not a small company. That's it. Stop behaving like BCom students. Now, government said today, when you're appearing for your exam, okay, the limit is 4 and 40. Just remember 440. Okay. In future, if Modi ji thinks or the auntie thinks they want to increase the limit, auntie means same. Okay. This limit can be increased up to 10 crores. This limit can be increased up to 100 crores. Like imagine in 2027, you're appearing for your CA final, okay? At that time, maybe government want to increase the limit. So capital ka limit they can increase up to 10 crores. And turnover ka limit they can increase up to 100 crores. Today, when we are appearing for our inter exam, okay, in 24, what is the limit? 10 or 100 or 4 or 40? You just have to remember 440. 440, okay? Capital can be maximum 4 crores and turnover can be maximum 1 crores. Then Let's read the definition together. Small company is a type of a private company. Very important. Small company is a type of a private company. A small classification of a private company into small company is based on its size. That is, paid up capital and turnover. In other words, such companies are called as small size private company. It means a company, guys, other than a public company. Other than a public company means other than a public company means what? Private company. The paid up share capital of which does not exceed does not exceed 4 crore. Mini or maxi? Maxi. For such higher amount as may be prescribed, it shall not be more than 10 crores. So in future, if they want to increase, they can increase up to 10 crores. Yend, turnover of which, as per the P&L for the last year, does not exceed, or such higher amount as may be prescribed, which shall not be more than 100 crore rupees. So the limit is 440. Now, nothing in this clause shall apply to a holding company or a subsidiary company or a section 8 company or a company governed by special acts. Governed by special act. That means if in the question they say holding company, subsidiary company. Even though you fall in this category like 440 element, if you're a holding company of any company, you cannot be a small company. If you're a subsidiary company, you cannot be a small company. Third category is section 8. I have taught you holding, I have taught you subsidiary, I have taught you section 8. Fourth one is company governed by special act. Special act means what? Special act of parliament. Okay. Can you give me example? Which company? ICI is not a company. Coca-Cola. Yesterday when I left Bombay, Coca-Cola was a foreign company. Okay. It was governed by special amendment came. No, it's a company as per Companies Act. Anyone? Example? LIC. So LIC is a different act. LIC of India Act. Okay. So LIC is established not as per a Companies Act. They have their own act. IDFC, they have their own act. Air India, they have their own act. Okay. ONGC, they have their own act. So all those entities which are governed by special act, even if you fall in this category, 440 ka category, you will never be a small company. So in MCQ, they can ask us to identify out of which these four are not a small company. Or they will give you one example. They say identify which is a small company. Four companies can never be a small company. Holding, subsidiary, section 8, and special act companies. Number one, holding. Number two, subsidiary, special act wala companies. Understood? Very, very, very important definition. Let's do few illustrations so you get confidence that I'm teaching you correctly. Madam, why are you writing? Don't write. I'll make you write. Don't worry. Please don't write. Please understand the concept, what it is exactly. Now, so this is a level of MCQ of ICA. I'm in model page number 1.27, first chapter. So we'll be doing all the model work questions in classroom because I know after going home you guys don't have time. Yeah, you guys are very busy. Yeah. Babu waiting. Okay, so we'll be solving all the questions, MCQs, and test yourself in the classroom. Now, when we're writing the notes, in case a few questions, we need to refer it again, like we went wrong somewhere. So we'll note down in the notes itself that refer this question from the model. So your handwritten notes will be a Bhagavad Gita, Bible, Quran, that's your USP. So everything would be in that notes only. So when you're revising, when you're traveling, when you're going somewhere, take that book with you if you are you. Like people who are going office, in case if you're using public commute, like maybe by bus or by train, so you make a PDF of one chapter, study through your mobile. Don't carry the book in case if your bag is very heavy. But don't give me excuse that you don't have time to study. Because even you have 24 hours, even I have 24 hours. Even the rank person who will get rank one, he will have 24 hours. How well you use that time, that's very, very important. Okay. So see the question. Roma, along with her six friends. Roma, along with her six friends. How many people are here now? Which company? Public company. Has incorporated Roma Trading Limited. Is it a public company? Yes. In May 2021. The paid up share capital is 2 crores. Further, in April 22, she noticed that the last financial year, the turnover of the company was well below 40. Okay. Advice whether can be treated as a small company. See the MCQ options. Can you see yes or no somewhere? No, no. Let's read the option first. Behave like a CA student. Okay. Roma trading is definitely a small company. Since the capital is below 4 crores, turnover has not exceeded 40 crores. The concept of small company is applicable only in case of a private company OPC, and therefore despite meeting the criteria of small company, it being a public company, it cannot enjoy the benefits of small company. Unlike a private limited company OPC, which automatically becomes a small company as soon as it meets the criteria of small company, Roma, being a public company, has to maintain the norms applicable to small company continuously for 2 years to be treated as small company. D. If all the shareholders of Roma Trading Limited gives an undertaking to the ROC stating that they will not let the capital and also the turnover exceed the limit to a small company in the next 2 years, it can be treated as small company. Decide A or B or C. B. So let's mark it here. So whenever you are also solving MCQ from the MCQ book, don't mark in the book. People have a habit of marking in the notes, I mean in the book only. See, today when you're studying with me, things are very clear, it's fresh, but exams are in May. So take a notebook, write on the paper like 2 ka answer is B. Then go to the answer, check the answer. I'll tell you why. See, when you're revising it, at that time, if you're making 2 revisions, so at least one time you will solve MCQ. At that time, you have to tick the MCQ, not today when you're starting. In case if you use pencil, then you will erase. But what happens? Some mark is left there. So at the time of revising, you will not use your brain. You will see the answer there. So have a habit of using a paper when solving MCQ. The two guys, B. Third, let's see whether you get this right or no. Abhilasha and Amrita have incorporated not for profit, like Yashash Academy Private Limited, which is registered under Section 8. One of their friends has informed that their company can be categorized as small company because, as per the last PNL for the year ended 31st 22, its turnover was less than 40 crores and paid up capital was less than 4 crores. Less than 40, less than 4. Choose the right option. Read, and let me know what's the right answer. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. Three guys, C. Let's check the answer. Two guys, B. Three guys, C. What teaching? Both are right. Two ka B, three guys, C. What teaching? Ah, thank you. Now, this is a very old question, came in the exam for 4 marks. So this is a level of MCQ. They will not ask you direct questions. Small company ka limit is 440, holding subsidiary section 8. Special companies are not a small company. They will make a story. They'll give big MCQs where your time is wasted when you're reading the MCQs and then you have to answer. This is a level of inter MCQ. Okay? And all these are past MCQs. Now let's see the 4 marker question. MNP Private Limited is a company registered under Companies Act with a paid up capital of 2 crores and a turnover of 60 crores. Explain the meaning of small company and examine the following as per Companies Act. First question, okay? Whether MNP Private Limited can avail the status of small company. No. Yes or no? No. Why no? What is the max limit? It's above 40 now. Okay, so it is no. What will be your answer if the turnover of the company is 30 crores? Then it is below 40. Okay, it is yes. Let's check the answer. No, yes, no, yes. No, yes, no, yes, no. First answer, MNP cannot avail the status of small company. Second answer, MNP can avail the status of small cap. So no, yes, both are also right. What teaching? Thank you. Now, how do you write the answer? Now listen. A student getting 39, 59, 69 marks. And see, I as a teacher, I'll be teaching same thing to everybody. Okay, your pan India, video people, everywhere. But not everybody will get same marks. It all depends upon your presentation. Boys, I know the handwriting is bad. It's worst. If things can't be improved in 20 years, Abhishek Bansal cannot do in 20 days. But at least we can work on our presentations. Okay. So the difference of student getting 39, 59, and 69, I mean like above 70 marks, it's only the presentation. Paper checker gets 7 minutes to evaluate your paper. Whatever shit you're writing there, or whatever shit, right? He evaluates in 7 minutes. You need to impress him. Content is same, the definition is same, only the way of writing will change. Okay. Now, how do you write the answer in the exam? Imagine if this question comes at question number 5B. Okay. Now, the first point, leave two finger space and then write as per section. So it is 2 bracket 85. Okay. That's clause 85 of Rightful Companies Act 2013. A small company is a type, blah, 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 blah. Whatever provision is there, you will write here. Leave one line, point number 2. In the exam, okay, when you will fill your exam form, obviously you'll pay full fees and there will be no Paytm cashback also there. So right now the rate is going 3,300 for both the groups. Okay. By the time you appear for your inter exams, I don't know, close to 3,300, 3,500, the fees will be there. And when you leave a line and you present the answer very well, and in the exam hall, when you raise your hand, say teacher supplement, it gives a proud moment. The neighbor looks, "Iski mark out." Half of the competition is out there. Okay, half of the competition is out there for sure. So please present the answer very well. Leave one line after every point. Number 2, you will write in the above case. You will copy the question. Like in this question, they have written MNP is a company with a paid up capital of 2 crore and turnover of 60 crores. So I'll write that in the above case. Leave one line. Now, this question could be for 4 mark or 6 mark. 2 marks each, 3 marks each, or 4 mark the above answer, 2 marks for the second answer. So it will be 4 mark to 6 marks. Now, how do you present? So point number 3 will be your conclusion. Because of the above stated provision, use the same numbers what they have given in the question paper. If they have given Roman number 1 and 2, use 1 and 2. If they have asked like A and B, use A and B only. Okay. Now, number 1. Because of the above stated provision, no, it is not a small company. Yes, it is a small company. Whatever is our conclusion. And please underline, put boxes wherever you see the number, wherever you see the conclusion. Okay. Now, generally what happens, if you know that we can use only one ink in the exam paper, black, you have to write the answer with black ink. Okay. Now, boys, so they don't do anything. Girls, so they have a habit of underlining the answers, okay, important stuff, putting boxes. So with a light hand, they will first drop the pen, lift the pencil, and then attack. They'll do full design, like Rangoli design, Mehndi design. Okay, and then conclusion also, it has to be put in box or underline. If there's a boy, black pen is there. Everything is important. Yeah. Yeah. Everything is important. So let me tell you, please don't use pencil in the exam. It's just waste of time. When you drop your pencil, sorry, you drop your pen, you lift the pencil, 2 seconds get wasted there. Nowadays, because papers are checked digitally, the answer sheets are scanned, and in scanning, pencil is not visible. So imagine if your paper is evaluated, like they have physical checking also and digital checking also. Imagine if your paper is getting evaluated digitally and you have done full Rangoli design, Mehndi design with pencil. Waste, it is waste. So use same ink only. See, put the answers The number, wherever you see the number, penalty, conclusion, ACA name, section number, please put it in a box or underline. Now, if I'm a paper checker, I will just see the section number. Okay, whatever content I know it's 440, and then directly the conclusion. I will not read whatever sheet you are writing there. I will not read it. I will just see it on the top, whatever, whether it's matching or not. Because I have 7 minutes to evaluate around 18, 19 answers. You need to impress the paper check. How do you do that? By your presentation. Now, this page is left. Leave this page. Come on to the next page. Write the next question there. Don't save the pages there. Don't write next question here. See, we have paid full fees for the paper. Full fees. Please wasulo file. You know what's wasulo file? Take the maximum benefit. Maximum benefit. Okay. Now, in Bangalore, at what price do we get idli? 20, 30 rupees. Okay. If I go to a restaurant, maybe I'll get at 60, 70 rupees. If I go to a five-star, get the same idli, 300, 400 rupees. The idli and the chutney, sambar remains the same. If little bit taste is here and there. But what's the difference? I mean, why there's so much difference in prices? The presentation. If you're eating at a stall, he will give you in a paper plate or a newspaper. If you're eating in a normal restaurant, he'll give you in a steel plate. If you're eating in a five-star, they'll give you in cutlery with some French fries, some little smiley drawn, okay, ketchup and all everything. So that's presentation. But there are two idlis only, one sambar, one chutney. That's it. Presentation matters a lot in your answer sheet also. So please, handwriting can't be improved now, but at least we can work on presentation. Understood how to present the answer? Now. So definition of small company says small company is a type of a private company having paid up share capital of less than or equal to end turnover of less than or equal to 40 crores. Four types of companies cannot be small company. Holding, special act company. Clear this much? Now. So let me ask you a few questions. Let's see whether you are right or wrong. AB Limited. My paid up share capital is 3 crores. My turnover is 35 crores. Am I a small company? Yes or no? No. Since the time I have come, I am teaching you there are two kinds of company. Public company and a private company. To be a small company, first you have to be a private company. Please check every data, every word is important. You are in CA intern. Welcome to CA intern. Okay, every word is important. ABP Limited. Now, is it a small company? Yes or no? 4 crores, 40 crores. Yes or no? Yes, because it's less than or equal to 4 crores, 42 crores. 5 crores, 45 crores. Then 3 crores, 42 crores. No? Okay. 1 crore, 48 crores. It is a small company. Understood? So please check the name of the company, what name they have given. Okay. Now, one more question is here. The best part of this question is there are two parts in the question. One part we'll be doing it in the next chapter. One part we are doing it now. Okay. It says Flora Fauna Limited. Which company? Am I blind? Can't I see? Flora Fauna Limited. Which company it is? Public company. Was registered as a public company. There are 230 members. 230 members, okay? In the company as noted below. So directors and the relatives are 50, employees are 15, ex-employees are 10, five couples like Shafiq and Babu, holding shares joined in the name of husband and wife, 10, others 140. So there are two parts of the question. First part says the board of the company proposed to convert into a private company. So conversion ka procedure I'll be teaching in the next chapter. Okay, ignore that. Advise whether reduction in the number of members is necessary. From public to private, you are becoming public to private. In public, there are unlimited members, but in private, so currently they have 230 members as given below. So you have to tell me whether reduction is necessary. Yes or no. Take your time and calculate and let me know. Take your time. Tell me. Yes or no? Let's go by vote count. How many people are saying yes? One, two. That's it? Two. No, no. Others, where are your hands? Now, yes, you guys said yes. Can you explain how? You are right. So, so question is advise whether reduction of number of members is necessary. You said yes. How? You are right. Please explain how. Madam, you also explain. Maximum are 200. So right now is how much? 230. So 30 you have 200. Wow, full subtraction addition we are doing there, right? What condition? So employees excluded. You're correct. Employees excluded. Ex-employees excluded. And so the number would be now 5. Now can you add? How much is coming? Miracle! Now, is reduction members necessary? No, because we have 200 members only. See, when you count 200, employee X is excluded. Joint shareholders are counted as one. So ideally, how many members are there now? 200 only. So 200 is only there and the max limit is 1. So why you want to reduce? You don't count them only. Like employee X has to be excluded. Excluded means you don't see them. So ideally, there are only 200 members in a company. So reduction is not required. Let's check the answer. Can you see the answer? There is no need for reduction. What teaching? Thank you. Now, the best part of ICI, the proportion related to conversion of public to private is covered in chapter number 2. The question is here, half of the answer is there. So you go and refer that. I think the same question was in foundation also. Same question. And it's an exam question. Now, let's talk about, have you understood small company? Very important definition, very important. Now we are talking about government company. Government company. Guys, government company. If you remember holding subsidiary, at what percentage do we become holding subsidiary? More than 50%. Now when you talk about government company, you become government company at what percentage? It says if minimum 51% of paid up share capital carrying voting rights. Carrying voting right means equity share plus convertible preference share is held by CG or SG or partly CG, partly SG. Then such company becomes what? Government company. So here the percentage is minimum 51. In holding subsidiary, more than 50. Here it is minimum 51. Now my question is, can you give me some example of government company? Very good. BSNL, Mail, Gain, Sale, Rail, Tail, Mail, Jail, Mail, all these are government company. BSNL, Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited. MTNL, Mahanagar Telecom Nigam Limited. BSNL Videsh Sanchar Nigam Limited, GAIL Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, GAIL Gas Authority of India Limited, SAIL Steel Authority of India Limited. If you see Bharat, Hindustan, Mahanagar, Desh, all these are government companies. How to become a government company? If government buys a stake, how much percent? 1%, 51%. Now imagine BAIL is a government company. In this government company, the stake is taken by the CG, minimum 51%. Now, AB Limited, BAIL has invested more than 50% in AB Limited. Understand the concept. In BAIL, government has invested how much percent? 51. So BAIL becomes what? BAIL becomes what? Once again. In BAIL, 51% is held by central government. Which company it is? Government company. Understood this much? Now, BAIL has invested more than 50% in AB Limited. Now the question is, AB Limited becomes what? Subsidiary company. BAIL becomes what? Holding company. The question is BAIL a government company? Yes or no? Second question, is AB Limited a government company? Yes or no? Let's go by vote count. Okay. Yes, no, others. No, like we have male, female, others. So yes, no, others. How many people are saying yes? Yes, 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 yes. AB Limited a government company. Yes. Okay. AB Limited government company. Majority. No, 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 no. One, two, three. You also know? Four. What has happened to your face? You can't show it to anyone. What? How do I know? I'm asking you. Aaron, what? What? You know, generally, in a residential complex, we have one auntie who has full knowledge of everything. Same. What, sir? What happened? What has happened to you? Some problem? Same. Whatever you're saying. Okay. Yeah, you said no, right? Okay. Others. See, if you want to make it a government, you make it a government. If you don't want to, don't make it a government. Can you give me a reason? You're right. Four people said the answer is no. All the four people are right. Reason. Not 51%. Correct. Your reason. So central government has not invested. So it's not a government company. Same as above? Yeah. The correct answer is now honest. AB Limited, the owner is bail. How is bail? Public company, government company, holding company. So here the indirect stake is of the government. So here you will say a subsidiary, a subsidiary of a government company, a subsidiary of a government company is also a government company. We have done a team public company. Same it is team government company. Understood? A subsidiary of a government company is also a government company. Understood this much? Now, let's be very clear. At what percentage do we become holding subsidiary? More than 50%. At what percentage do we become government company? Minimum 51%. Understood this much? Now, the auditor of a government company basically is have you heard this word somewhere? We call this as CAG. It is not controller. People generally pronounce this as controller. It is comptroller. Comptroller. Comptroller and Auditor General of India. CAG. Comptroller and Auditor General of India. So generally we say auditor of a government company is CAG. But practically, CAT does not go and do all the audits. He will just sign the audit report. He will assign the case to CAs only. Like chartered accountants will be doing the audit. But if you're reading a law, it says audit of a government company is done by CAG. So either he does by himself or he appoints some other CAs. But in book, you will write audit is done by CAG. CAG is one individual. I'll show you the current CAG of India. Oh, it's here. Yeah, he's the CAG, current CAG. I don't know the relation with the president. Everyone is just making brother, husband, step brother, step husband, cousin husband. I don't know. Okay, so he's Girish Chandra Murmu. He looks like this. Uncle does not smile. No, he's some other guy. Very serious one. Uncle is not smiling. Here also, angry man. Oh, he's wearing marks. Marks here. So is the current CAG of India. Okay. So audit of a government company is done by whom? CHE. Is done by whom? CHE. Now, if imagine in BHEL, CG is having a stake. In GAIL, SG is having a stake. Or maybe in SAIL. Both are having a stake. Minimum how much percent? 50 particles. Why are you laughing? Ha ha ha. Concentrate here. Now, CG, SG, CG plus SG. Now, so it says the central government will cause an annual report. That you have to make an annual report on the working of the government company within 3 months of AGM. Guys, what is AGM? Annual general meeting. In a year, how many annual general meetings should be there? That's the reason it's annual general meeting. Okay. To be laid before both the house, both the houses of parliament. In parliament, how many houses are there? What are the two houses? And Rajya Sabha. It says if state government is a member, like state government is having the stake, same point. You will prepare annual report within 3 months of the AGM and lead it before both the house of state legislature. What is state legislature? We had history civics. You had history civics? School days, civics. Vidhan Sabha, Vidhan Parishad. State legislature are called as Vidhan Sabha, Vidhan Parishad. Sir, if what if both are having a stake? Same point. Same within 3 months of AGM. Both the places. Both the House of Parliament and both the House of State Legislation. So this is just a time pass on a point. Here the only thing to remember is 3 months of AGM. So it may come in the MCQ. So annual report should be prepared within 3 months of the AGM. Understood this much? So this is a government company. You become government company at what percentage? 50, minimum 51%, not less than 51%, at least 51%. All means the same. Okay. Is held by CG, SG or O. Who will do the audit of a government company? CAG. Comptroller and Auditor General of India. Now, let's do one more answer, then we will write the notes. Okay. This is my favorite. Now we'll talk about my village. Okay. Now, we are talking about now it says foreign company, foreign. Okay. Now what happened? There's a company which is incorporated in Bangalore, doing business in Bangalore. Is it a foreign company? No. Incorporated in Bangalore, doing business in London. Is it a foreign company? Yes or no? Which company it is? Indian company. Indian company. Company incorporated in China, doing business in Israel. It is not a company as per Companies Act. It is not a company as per Companies Act. See, Companies Act will apply if it is an Indian company. How do you identify it's an Indian company? It should be incorporated in India. You should check birthplace, where you are born. Where is that mummy? I mean, the auntie, the traveler, wanderlust. Oh no, she's Sakshi. Yeah, Sakshi. You were born in Agra. Then Agra. Now, same here. No, that was very nice explanation. It's okay. We don't want your okay. Now, entire India is watching you. They want to know where you have traveled. Same, same, same. Six places. From what? Now, so now, if she's, I mean, sorry, not she. If the company is incorporated in China, they are doing business in Israel. So, Companies Act will not be applicable. See, Companies Act is applicable if there's something about India. Either you are incorporated in India or you're doing some business in India, then Companies Act will be applicable. Now, imagine, so what is the definition of foreign company? So, baby, Inc. That's baby incorporation, okay? She's born, brought up in London. She came to India. Hungry India, poor India. Okay. So I was roaming on the streets of Dharavi, playing the tire. Okay. I saw her, she saw me. She said, whatever we do together. Business, business. Cheap people. Now, so we thought the company is incorporated in London. They established a store in Bombay. We'll be doing a business of vada pav. It's my startup. It's my startup, yeah. Bootstrap. Okay. Now, company is incorporated outside India. We are having a place of business in India, either through itself or through agent. That means either the company is established on its own or through an agent. Whether physically, that means we have a store, go down, mall, shop, anything, or we do it electronically. When I say electronically means through online. Okay, e-commerce, you can have through mobile shopping, website, anything, anything. Okay. Like Alibaba. Yeah. So Alibaba, its main is B2B. You know what's B2B? Business. Amazon.us. I'm not talking about Amazon.in. Amazon.us. Okay, it is basically B2C. So if they're doing business in India through website also, we will understand that it is a foreign company because they have a place of business either established through itself or through agent, whether physically or electronically. So all those companies get covered through electronically. And they are doing any business activity in India. So the condition, guys, is and. It is incorporated outside India. Having a place of business in India. Established either through itself or through agent, whether physically or electronically, and conducting any business activity in India. Condition 1 and 2 and 3 if it is satisfied. Is which company? This is written in section number 242. 242. So incorporated outside India. Having a place of business in India. Established either through itself or through agent. Whether physically, that means they have a store, or electronically, that is through website, and doing any business activity in India. Now, if you're a foreign company, so firstly you will come to India. Where you will go? After coming to India, where you will go? Wherever you want to go. So you will first go to ROC of New Delhi. ROC of what? New Delhi. So even if you're doing business in Bangalore, for you the ROC will be New Delhi. If you're doing business in Bombay, ROC will be New Delhi. So wherever you want to do business in entire India, the ROC will be New Delhi. And you will be taking with you Scrappy. What will you take? Scrappy. Now, Scrappy means details of secretary and directors, their name, their address, their occupation, their nationality. So basically the KYC details. You know what is KYC? Customer is a wrong word to be used in class. Customer, you find it somewhere else. Now, know your clients. Client is more sophisticated, okay? See, details of charter. See, in India, we say Mawa Hua, right? The two important documents. Maybe in some other place, they will say it's statues, or maybe charter, or maybe Mawa Hua. Now imagine Shafiq. Shafiq has incorporated a company in Uganda. It's a place in Africa. Democratic country, freedom of speech and expression in India. Now, so Uganda is a place, a very beautiful place. When you get on Africa airport, second left, third right. You will see people like Jingalala Ho. There people wear two leaves. Rich people two, poor people one. Now, Shafiq came to India and he thought that he will have a business in India. He came, he started a business in Mumbai, and then he went back. Now, when he came to India, he has to give scrapping to which ROC? ROC of New Delhi. S. Details of secretary. So he gave the details of secretary directors. C is what? Charter. Charter, statutes, MAWA. Whatever the main important documents are there of the company, he will give. Now, all these documents should be generally in English. But the company is incorporated in Uganda. There the language will be. It is basically Ugandi. Punjab, Punjabi, Gujarat, Gujarati, Uganda, Ugandi. Now, so can you understand Ugandi? You won't understand English also. Flora Fauna Limited. Now listen. So you will translate. You will translate the copy in which language? In no regional language, in English language. Which language? English language. Okay. R. Details of registered office. Now, when I say registered office means India address or Uganda address? Uganda, because that is a registered place. A. Now, imagine Shafiq has incorporated the company and he went back. Now, this company, the foreign company, are doing some contravention of Companies Act. Now, ROC want to give a notice. Now, if they have incorporated the company and they went back to Uganda, you tell me, will ROC go there? He'll be scared now, they will take his clothes. Shame, puppy shame. So ROC says, I will not go to Uganda. You please name a person in India. You please name a person. That person is called as authorized person. What it is? Authorized person in India. So ROC, income tax, GST people, if they want to serve notice, they will serve the notice on authorized person. If the notice is given to authorized person, it is assumed that it is given to the company. Okay, foreign company. P. Place of business in India. POB means place of business in India. So you'll give India ka address. E, eligibility. E means eligibility. They will say none of our directors or authorized person is ever been debarred, whether in India or outside India. None of my directors or authorized person is debarred, whether in India or outside India. That means they are not debarred from from incorporating a company. Like, have you heard about Vijay Mallya? Oh, Vijay Mallya. Amazing chap, okay? 5 year, 5 year. Okay. Then Nirav Modi. Have you heard Nirav Modi? Nirav Modi, the diamond fraud. Okay, the PNB wala fraud. Have you heard about Raju Lingam? No? Satyam. There was a company called Satyam. So Satyam's man. Okay. Donald Trump. So all these people, like Donald Trump is debarred in the entire world that he can never incorporate a company. Okay. Vijay Mallya, Nirav Modi, then Raju Lingam. Have you heard about Subrata Roy? Subrata Roy, Sahara wala fraud, Sahara fraud, okay, the owner of Sahara. So all these people are debarred that they cannot incorporate the company in India and outside India. So all these people are debarred. So foreign company when are coming to India, you will give a declaration that none of the directors or authorized person is debarred in India or outside India. All this crap will be given to whom? ROC. Which ROC? ROC of New Delhi. Understood? Now, here they have defined the electronica definition. So we will not be reading, we will not be writing this definition in this chapter because when I showed you the index of the syllabus, they are that foreign companies is a separate chapter. We have a separate chapter. So when we write foreign company notes, then we will write their electronic mode definition. We'll just read it for our reference. It says electronic mode means carrying out electronically based, whether main server is installed in India or not. So when you're doing business in India, the server of the website could be in India, Dubai, Singapore, Nepal, Gaza, Israel, wherever you want to keep. Okay. But not limited to. You can do B2B ka business like Alibaba. You can do B2C ka business, Amazon. Any data interchange, any other digital supply transaction, or offering to accept deposits or inviting deposits. Have you heard about bet365.com? Bet365.com. Like it's gambling website. So it's an African website. Okay, so when you like those companies, they are accepting deposits from India. So those are foreign companies because they're doing business electronically. Third, financial settlements, web-based marketing, advisory, transactional services. Like previously, today you must have heard about CoinDCX, like to invest in crypto. Okay, so all those are Indian startups. And before the startups came, people used to invest in cryptocurrency through a US based agent or any foreign agent because in India it was not allowed at that time. So if those people are taking money from India for investing, so those companies are giving services electronically. Four, any online service such as telemarketing, telecommuting, telemedicine, education, information research, any all related data communication services. This transaction can be conducted through email, mobile, social media, cloud computing, document managing, voice or data transmission. So anything and everything is electronic. Just remember the most important word is server. It is irrelevant where is the server. Just remember three conditions. Incorporated outside India. Having a place of business in India. And doing any business activity in India. It is which company? Foreign company. It is which company? Foreign company. Now, last part. Imagine if baby incorporation. Incorporated in UK, doing business in India through a website. Which company it is? Foreign company. Now, in this foreign company, more than or equal to 50% of paid up share capital, whether equity or preference or both, whether equity or preference or both, is held by AB. Who's AB? Indian citizen. Someone is saying you. AB Limited. Who's AB Limited? Indian company. Whether singly or jointly. Imagine if in a foreign company, minimum how much percent? Minimum 50%. More than or equal to means minimum. Minimum ka other word is at least. See, I'm using all these words because ICA can play an MCQs. Interpretation is very important. If in a foreign company, Minimum 50%. Minimum 50%. Okay. So foreign company means Desi or Videsi? Videsi, Videsi. Okay. If in that foreigner, minimum 50% is invested by Indian citizen or Indian company or Indian company. Now, boys, if there's a foreigner, you invest 50%, we are Desi, she's Videshi. What will happen to that Videshi? She will become Desi. Then, then such foreign company, then such foreign company shall be deemed to be incorporated in India. Shall be deemed to be incorporated in India. Then that foreign company shall be called as deemed Indian company. What it will be called as deemed Indian company. Understand the percentages. If you are talking about holding subsidiary, how much percentage will we check? More than 50. Government company. Minimum 51. Here, foreign to Indian. We call this foreign to Indian. Minimum 50%. If in a foreign company, minimum 50% is held by Indian citizen or Indian company or both together, okay? Then that foreign company becomes what? Deemed Indian company. It becomes what? Deemed Indian company. So this is written in section number 379. Guys, which act? Companies Act. Year. 2013. So whenever you talk about year, you'll be writing 2013. Understood? So we have done all types of companies except one company, which is basically OPC. OPC is pending. We'll be doing it tomorrow. Open your notes. We'll be writing. Can you switch off the lights? Use one light from me. Is it visible, guys? Please take medicine and come tomorrow, please. So we stopped at question number 5, I think. Are we from question number 6? Define small company. Yeah. We're writing question number 6 first. Please write this max also. Shall I scroll? Yes. Write fast. Shall I change? Yes. Copy. So number seven. Question number seven, right? Section 8 company dash. Right here. In the notes, question number seven, section 8 company association not for profit. Association not for profit. Dash section 8 company. Now, right. First point, the CG may grant, the CG may grant, the CG may grant a license, the CG may grant a license to a company. If it is to a company, if it is formed, if it is formed for promoting commerce, science, science, arts, religion, charity, or any other useful object, or any other useful object, any other useful object. Point number two, such companies can earn profit, such companies can earn profit, but they cannot distribute as a dividend. Cannot distribute it as a dividend. full stop. Such profit should be applied. Such profit should be applied for the purpose of for the purpose of promotion for the purpose of promotion of its objects for the purpose of promotion of its objects. Okay. And last line, one more point. A new point will become third point, right? Yes. A form may become a form may become member of a firm may become member of Section 8 companies. A firm may become member of Section 8 companies. This is question number 7, right? Now, right, question number 8. We wrote small company, right? Question number 8, government company. Question number 8, government company. Question 8, government company. Comptroller, cat, comptroller, COMPTA.
My confidence affected in as well. But while brushing the same blood, he may have gum problems. Plaque builds up on the gum line and weakens. It may worsen over time, leading to tooth loss. Use Parodon Tax toothpaste. It's 4 times more effective in removing plaque. Parodon Tax.
Copy of annual report. First, see, order. I need the order. I mean, annual report. The copy. What are also state legislature? Let me zoom this part so that it will be easy for you guys. Now, guys. Sorry, sir. Date present. First one is both the houses of parliament, both the houses of state legislature. The third one is both parliament and state legislature. Shall I scroll this? Thank you. Eight. Eight. Shall I scroll? Anyone writing? No. No.
Shiva Kasar Parvati.
या फिर close the lights. Close. One second. Is point number one done? Anyone writing point one? Point one.
There's a big promise. Sensing how the rapid river. Three is commercial real estate, property sale, unmarketed, and benefit.
Is this done? Scrapping? Done? Anyone writing? Okay, okay. Done? Anyone writing? Continue this. Same answer, huh? Same answer. Vinesh. Question number next. Next question. Okay. Vinesh. Wait. Wait. Now, whatever we have understood the concept we have written here at Parallel. So I will explain two more concepts. It says first one is financial year, other one is net. So books have arrived. I just saw. But tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, we get the books. It says financial year. In India, we follow accounting year or financial year. Both are same. Okay. Now, what is a financial year basically in India? 1st April to 31st March. Now listen. So in India, we follow a financial year which is called as 1st April to 31st March. Okay. So, March. This one's here. Now, so 1st April 23 to 31st March 24. This will be my financial year. But sir, the problem is when a company is incorporated, like the first financial year, is it mandatory for every company to be incorporated on 1st April? No. Some companies would have been incorporated maybe like May, some in June, some in November, some in January. So the problem is of the first financial year. See, year two onwards, you'll have April to March, April to March. The question is only of first financial year. Now, imagine the law have given a clarity on that. If you are incorporated before 1st Jan, if the company is incorporated before 1st Jan, or if a company is incorporated on or after 1st Jan. Now, guys, when I say if the company is incorporated before 1st Jan, that means till what date? Very good. That is till 31st December. Now, when you're incorporated till 31st December, like for example, if you are incorporated on maybe 10th August, we take a year 20, August 23. So my financial year would start on 10th August 23, correct? So it says if you are incorporated before 1st Jan, that is up to 31st December, then the financial year would end on coming 31st March. Now my example says my incorporation date is 10th August 23. So from 10th August 23 to till what date? To 31st March year 24. Understood? So that would be like from August. So 20 days of August, September, October, November, December, Jan, Feb, March. So close to 7.5 months ka first financial year would be there. Ideally in India, it is April to March, 12 months financial year would be there. But only for the first financial year because practically it's not possible that every company will be incorporated on 1st April. So what happens? So government has given a clarity that for the first financial year, it will be 7.5 months ka financial. Only for the first financial year. So what if you are incorporated on or after 1st Jan. So, for example, if you're incorporated like 2nd Jan, 10th Jan, after 1st Jan. So, it says then financial year would end on next year's 31st March. Then next year's 31st March. For example, if the company is incorporated on 2nd Jan 24. Imagine if you're incorporated on 2nd Jan 24. So my financial year would start on 2nd Jan 24. Now, after Jan, that's Feb. After Feb, there's a March. March 24. So government says we cannot have a 3 year ka 3 months ka financial year. So your financial year would end on next year ka 31st March. When I say next year ka 31st March means it is 31st March 25. So that means in that particular company, the first financial year would be of 15 months. Then after that, it will be April to March, April to March. In this side of our company, it will be of 7.5 months. Then it would be of 15 months. So this fight is only for the first financial year. Understood? Very important concept. A lot of places they will be attracting this concept financial year. Let's do it again. If the company is incorporated up to 31st December, up to 31st December, like April to December, any date you take. So now you will have 31st March coming. So the financial year would end on the coming 31st March. However, if the company is incorporated on 1st Jan or thereafter. Okay. So your financial year would not end on the coming 31st March. It would end on the next year ka 31st March. Understood? Now, then it says provided where a company or a body corporate, which is a holding company, or which is a subsidiary company. Holding subsidiary, what is the percentage? More than 50. Or you are an associate company. At what percentage do you become associate? Minimum 20%. I'll be teaching you tomorrow. Minimum 20%. 20%. Okay. So it says if you are a holding company or a subsidiary company or associate company, okay, of a company incorporated outside India, of a company incorporated outside India, like pure foreign company, okay, like they are, we do not know about they are doing business or not. They are just incorporated there. The Indian company, either it's a holding company or subsidiary or an associate company. Holding subsidiary at what percentage do we become? More than 50. Associate company, 20%. Is your account started? Accounts, it will start. Okay. So there's a concept called as consolidation of accounts. Okay. So there's a holding and subsidiary company. The holding company has to do consolidation of accounts, like the balance sheet P&L of the subsidiary will be merged with the holding company. Okay. Now understand. I am a company in India, my holding company, okay, or my subsidiary. It is in foreign. So in that country, there's a rule that my accounts will be merged with that company ka accounts. Now imagine there's a company called as Zhang Zhui Hui Limited. It's in China. You know it, yeah? Very famous company. China. I am EV Limited. Either I am the holding company or subsidiary or associate company of a company incorporated outside India. Now, for the purpose of consolidation in China, let us take an example. They follow 10 months ka financial year. 10 months ka financial year. In India, what do we follow? 12 months. And that to specific April to March, right? Now, for example, in Gulf, they follow 9 months ka financial. Like all the Gulf countries, they follow 9 months ka financial year. Few countries, they follow 15 months ka financial year. Few countries follow 12 months, but they follow Jan to December. Now, if I am a company which is a holding or a subsidiary or associate of a company incorporated outside India, so my accounts will be consolidated with that company, that's Zhangzhou Limited. In India, I follow 12 months. They follow 10 months. I follow 12 months. They follow 10 months. So I have a power. I can go to CG. Hey CG, please listen to me. In India, we follow 12 months. There, they follow 10 months. And my accounts are consolidated with that foreign company. So do one thing. Please give me benefit. Please give me exemption. That I don't want to follow 12 months. Because anyways, my accounts will be going with that company's accounts. And that is in that particular country. So they have to do consolidation. So please give me exemption from following a financial year. What is the financial year in India? April to March. April to March. So I want to follow a year which is for 10 months. So CG will take my request and give us the approval. So here the MCQ is who will give the approval? CG. Who will give the approval? CG. Now see, if you are a company or a body corporate, which is a holding subsidiary associate of a company incorporated outside India and is required to follow a different financial year for the purpose of consolidation of the accounts outside India, then CEG. Then who will give the order? CG. CG on an application made by that company or a body corporate in such form, such manner as may prescribe may allow any period as its financial year, whether or not such period is a year. So it's a 10 months, 15 months, 5 months, 7 months, whatever it is, CG will give you benefit. But this benefit cannot be availed by all of us. It can be availed only by a company which is a holding subsidiary associate of company incorporated outside India. Only that company then can follow different financial year. See in India, if you are a holding subsidiary of Indian company, in India, what is the year? 6 months, and that too April to March. So why would CG give you benefit? CG will give you benefit if the accounts are consolidated with a company incorporated outside. Very important, very repetitive definition. It will be used in like 4 5 chapters. Have you understood financial year? Yes, sir. Okay. Last definition, net worth. Net worth means aggregate of paid up share capital. That means you take paid up share capital, add all reserves created out of profits. All reserves created out of profits means which reserves? General reserve? No, 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 no. You are doing CA course, right? In accounts, the first basic thing we are taught is what are free reserves. Free reserves are only three. General reserve, retained earnings is general reserve. General reserve, profit and loss account, and dividend equalization reserve. Only three reserves are called as free reserve. General reserve, P&L account, and dividend equalization reserve. Number two, you will add SEC premium, that is securities premium, and debit or credit balance of P&L, credit balance of P&L account. If it is a debit balance, you will reduce it. You will reduce it. After deducting the aggregate value of accumulated losses, deferred expenses, and miscellaneous expenses not returned. You should do this plus minus. The answer what you get will be your net worth. Will be your net worth. So in the entire company sec, wherever net worth word is used, and if you are supposed to calculate net worth, you will be using this formula. Okay. Now then it says, but it does not include the reserves. Does not include the reserve created out of revaluation of assets. So revaluation you will ignore. Number two, write back of depreciation, ignore. Number three, write back of amalgamation. So three things have to be ignored. Number one, revaluation reserve. Number two, write back of depreciation. Number three, write back of amalgamation. Okay. So even I used to think what definition they will ask. Twice they have asked net worth. And the latest was May 23, the previous attempt. So we'll be doing a question of May 23. The question was very tough. I'll never tell you, it was very tough. The question was not on net worth. The question was on CSR. You know what is CSR? Corporate social responsibility. So I'll be teaching you this concept in a chapter called as accounts of company. So CSR is applicable if a net worth reaches some amount. Okay. What that some amount will be doing in accounts of company. To get that amount, institute has calculate net worth. Now I'm teaching net worth in chapter number 1. Accounts of company, maybe we'll be doing chapter number 7 or chapter number 8. That's like almost after 10 days from here. Okay. 10 days from here. So generally we have a problem of FIFO. First in, first out. Gajni, you know Gajni? People tend to forget. See, this is law. Anything can ask. Like first chapter content can be used anywhere. Like financial definition. It may be used in auditors or it may be used in anywhere. So your concepts, your basics have to be very clear. Okay. So let's do the calculation. And in the morning or in the afternoon also I said, please carry calci in the exam. On a safer side, carry how many calci? Two calcis. So it was a 6 mark question. 6 mark question. May 23. So this was a question. See the length. This much big. This is actual paper wise here. Till next, till here. 6 mark ka question. Can you see the circle? First point says, is the contention of Praveen CS attracts provision section 135. Question is on CSR. Number two, it was decided that Mohan Singh, Venkatesh, Isha, Bhavna will be members of CSR. Both the questions are only on CSR. But the the answer was how to calculate net worth. So because CSR all rules are applicable on the basis of net worth. And what did ICI did? ICI gave this balance sheet. And it's not balance sheet, it's an extract of balance sheet. So they asked, please calculate net worth. On the basis of net worth, please say whether CS are applicable or not. If applicable or not, then answer that question. So everything is linked. Everything. Okay. So please use Calci or your mobile phone. Tell to Babu after 8:30. So let's read the question first. The aggregate value of paid up capital of ABC is 200 crores. Divided into 20 crore equity shares of 10 each. 20 crore into 10 is 200 crores. Having its registered office at Mumbai, the company has been registered with authorized capital of 300 crores, divided into 30 crore shares of 10 each. The extract of balance sheet is as follows. Authorized capital 300, paid up capital 200, free reserves 200, sec prime 80, credit balance of P&L 50, reserves out of reval is 25, miscellaneous expenses not written off. Now, the other part of the question is on CSR. So, when we do CSR concept, we will do this question again because it's a very tricky, very important question. For me, just calculate net worth. Please calculate net worth. Oh, formula you want to see? Okay. I'll show you. The formula looks like this, okay? We'll be writing this way only. Net worth means PUSC. What is PUSC? Peanut share capital. Add free reserves, add securities premium, add credit balance in P&L. If there's a debit balance, you minus it, okay? You get the total. Reduce accumulated losses, minus deferred expenses, minus miscellaneous expenses not written off. After doing all this time pass, what do you get? That net worth you will apply in section 135. Then you'll answer CSR question. Okay. So here we are just calculating net worth. Calculate. Try even if it's wrong, it's okay. Please try. Whatever answer you get, please share with me. Someone have got 520. Another answer? 495. Very good. 495. Any other answer? 495. Okay. Other than these two, someone got 485. Please use Calci if you want to use your mobile phone. What's the answer? 495. 530. 530. Very good. 530. 531. 495. 495 1. 495 2. Any other answer other than three? We have got three answers. 520, 530, 495. 5. The correct answer is what? No, no, no. The correct answer is the correct answer is the correct answer is 520 is the right answer. It's the right answer. See, understand. It's just doing plus minus. It's a 2 minutes answer. First, you will add paid up share capital. In the exam, there are few data which they have given for waste, like to confuse you. Authorized capital, ignore. You take paid up capital 200 crores. Add reserve 400. Add sec prime 480. Add credit balance of P&L 50. Minus, that's 530 minus 10. Miscellaneous expenses not written off. The answer is 520. Reserves credit out of reval should be ignored. So 530 minus 10 will give you 520. So 520 is the net worth. That net worth ka data you will use for CSR and then you'll answer CSR. This is the level of ICA. So levels have increased. Previously there were no such questions, but now they are checking, they are testing on basically very minute things. So your concepts have to be very clear. 17 chapters are there. If you understand the concept easily, you can answer. No question will get direct. All are case-based question, like this story. But reading the story, you need to apply the provision and then answer. Understood? Have you understood what I've taught? Okay. So we'll be stopping here because in the morning I stopped here only. So you guys are coming tomorrow? Are you sure? Did you understand what I taught today? Please write the notes, okay? We meet tomorrow. Bye guys, take care. Enjoy, aim for a land or 70. Tomorrow, right tomorrow. Go to your respective home and come from your respective home. Bye.